What's up folks, Sol here, welcome back to another video. You guys have been enjoying the StatTrak themed inventory, so we're going to continue that today by taking a look at a $250 StatTrak inventory. Honestly, looking at this now, it's absolutely amazing. We went for the 15 main skins I think you'll use, which has become the normal format we're using. And if you're thinking it's a little bit too much, you want a bit lower, I'll link the $100 StatTrak edition in the description below. So please hit that like button if you enjoy it, hit that subscribe button if you're around here, and let's go right into it. We'll run with the normal format, so we'll start with the pistols, and on the T side, I'm going to recommend you go for a minimum wear Vogue for $8.39. I know some people don't like the Vogue because of the eyes on it, but I think it's one that the StatTrak counter doesn't actually clash too much with, because you get little bits of like orange on the top. And overall, it's just a really vibrant, nice skin, and it's something a little bit different. We're going to upgrade from the Cortex and go for a field tested the Traitor. Now, I do try not to put too many field tested options in here. We do have 4 today, but the Traitor is a brightness skin, so you don't get any wear at all on it, so it still looks incredible in field test it, and you're paying about $27 for it, which is a fair price for a skin that looks this incredibly good. Turns out we actually have 5 field tested, because I forgot the Desert Eagle was also field tested. We're going for the Cold Red, $38 for this, but again, it's another brightness skin, so this still looks incredible in field test. It's very similar to like the Prince Room Deagle. It's brightness, so you can buy them in that price, and honestly, they look incredible in game. I've gone for a field tested P250 Asimov because the wear on this isn't too bad in field tested, and the orange of the StatTrak counter matches that orange accent of the skin. Honestly, the only wear you really get is at the very, very back of the pistol. Obviously, when you're running around holding it, you'll see that wear a little bit, but inspecting it, it looks super clean. And then to round off the pistols, we have an absolute favorite of mine. It's going to be the 5.7 Boost Protocol. You can get this in minimal wear for about $3.50 actually. I love the skin. I have a non-StatTrak version at the minute that I think I am just going to have to buy the bullet and upgrade to the StatTrak, despite having like a $6 Monacy sticker on the non-StatTrak version. So that concludes the pistols, and before we go into the rifles for today, we'll have a little message from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Streamify, the best way to simplify and amplify your live streaming experience. They recently sent me their RGB microphone, which is why the audio has improved in recent weeks, as well as the cam and glow light, which has drastically improved the lighting and quality of my content. It's worth noting that Streamify products go beyond just content creators. They're also great for those of you working from home and can improve any office setup, which mine actually doubles up as. You can find more information with the links in the description, and thanks again to Streamify for sponsoring today's video. Okay, it's time for the rifles. For the AK, you're going to spend almost $50 here. You're going to pick up a minimal wear front side Misty in StatTrak. I know this skin is a little bit hit and miss with the community. I personally really like it. I think although the design's a little bit crazy, you got lots of blue, lots of white going on, I like that it's got this like black carbon fiber base, then with this blue that's really vibrant and the white just all over it. I think it's incredible. I'm honestly still surprised that it's this cheap. I think a skin that has this much white in it, that's this vibrant, I always expect it to be a little bit more expensive, but I love this. I think it's a great option. If you don't want this, you could maybe save a little bit of money and go for an ice cold or a Legion of Anubis that we showcased in the last video. The A1S we've chosen to go for here is going to be the Nightmare, and it's going to be in field tested. Obviously, I'm not sure the exact seed I've got for my one here. It looks to be a little deeper into field tested than I would prefer, but if you get one that's on the lower end of the field tested, honestly, you see very little effect on it at all, and it still looks incredible in game. Even this one with wear looks crazy good. That design of the creature just really stands out. For the M4A4, I was considering an in-living color, but then I realized for the same price, I could get a minimal wear Neo Noir, and it became a bit of a no-brainer. Everyone loves the Neo Noir skins, or almost everyone loves them. The StatTrak counter doesn't come into play where the actual face of the design is, which is really nice. You spend about $27 and you get a StatTrak M4 that you could honestly use for years to come. For the op, I am feeling nice, so I'm going to give you 2 options. The first of which would be my preference, and it's going to be a Chromatic Aberration and minimal wear for $42. I recently picked up a version of this myself in non-StatTrak. So it's non-StatTrak in minimal wear, but the float is 0.75. So it's so close to being factory new, and we got no overpay for the Skill Surf sticker on the top. So similar thing, try and get the field test as low as possible, but the Chromatic Aberration just looks incredible in game, and again, the op StatTrak counter doesn't really like conflict with anything at all. And we've now got a friend here to show the differences between the 2 skins. We've now got the duality, which would be my alternative suggestion for you here. It's about $31, so it would be $10 cheaper than the chromatic aberration. Honestly, this still looks incredibly sick. So it's kind of personal preference if you like the pink or if you want the gold effect, but take your pick on the up. To continue down the rifles then, for the Scout, I've actually gone back to the Fever Dream rather than the Parallax, mainly because I think this was a bit more popular with the general community. I think Parallax is a little bit like sided in my bias, so Fever Dream, $1.97, minimal wear for a Scout, really hard to beat. We are getting a full upgrade on the fam. Well, it depends if you deem the Mecha Industries over the ZX Spectre on an upgrade, but price-wise it is. This is going to be a minimal wear Mecha Industries. It looks super clean in game, especially with the black tie gloves, actually, I must say. If you don't like the Mecha Industries, I would then just say continue with the ZX Spectrum, but I think this is a really fitting upgrade. For the Gil, I'm showing my favourite towards the Stone Cold, which I don't do often, but it is a very underappreciated skin, I think. You can pick this up in minimal wear StatTrak for about $4.55, and for, you know what, for a Gil StatTrak skin that does look super clean, the colors are really nice. They pop on screen. I'd be interested to see how this looks in CS2. I think it's a super fair price to pay. So Stone Cold minimal wear Gil is my choice. Now for the two SMGs. For the MP9, I'm going to go for a minimal wear Food Chain. I actually have a StatTrak field tested version of this myself. I still think the MP9 StatTrak counter is a little bit unfortunate. It's kind of just stuck in the middle. But the orange doesn't clash with this. Obviously, you got the orange beast on it, so it works really well. And this is just one of the best MP9 skins in the game. And then for the Mac 10, we're pretty much going to upgrade to my Mac 10. It's going to be a field-tested Neon Rider. Super clean in game. Obviously, it is a brightness skin, so you can get away with a field test for the $11. Absolute bargain. Very good it looks, honestly. So this is pretty much perfect. We consider how expensive the Neon Rider AK is. Getting this and just running this for like $11, you run this with your Mac 10 for ages to come, man. You don't need to upgrade. And then finally, to round everything off, is going to be a Mag 7 Petroglyph. I hope I pronounced that one correctly, but I think I have. Again, I think this is a little bit underrated. I know I always go for the Monster Call. I do like the Copper Coated if it's not StatTrak, and then like Justice is normally the next jump. Swag 7's the go-to budget option. I think the Petroglyph just sits kind of awkwardly between all of those, and it's actually a really nice skin. You can get it in Factory New for $2.38. Not much at all to get a StatTrak Mag 7 just to run on the low buy rounds, but that's going to round off everything for today. Please let me know in the comments down below which skin from the 15 was your favorite. And also, if you like this 15 skin format, previously for these inventory videos, we would squeeze as many skins in as possible for the budget. So, for example, we were getting, I think for the normal 250 inventory, we got about 22 skins in there. But some of them became skins that you don't really play with much at all. And I had some feedback that they prefer to focus the budget on the primary skins, which is why it's the 15 we've gone for. So feedback on that would be great, plus your favorites down below. Having a look at it, I think my favorite would either be the Treater USP or the Op Chromatic Aberration, because I love that skin. So like I said, guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new around there. If you want to learn more about Streamify, the nice sponsor of today's videos, you can catch the link in the description. And outside of that, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.